What up, guys? Paul from Paul's Carts. Just got another this is a 3.108. Just finished boring it, sleeving it, and honing it. Check the piston. Always like to check these. Even doing the dial bore gauge, I just still like to slide them through, make sure nothing's wonky. So we got the nice piston here. Boop. So this is about 79 millimeter 3.108 block. You can get these on the site non-welded. And if you need a billet head, we can cut the receiver groove into it. I got another block here. This is a 3.108 that we're building out with a balanced crank. This one here, you can see it's got the extended sleeve for the receiver groove. I believe this is the same bore size. Yeah, this is a 3.108 as well. Yeah, so you can get these. You can get this block right here on the site. It's the same price as a 3-inch block. You just add a $75 tooling fee. So, you know, for $75, you're not going to find more power in an engine besides increasing the bore size. So you can get 2.990, or where else are you going to spend $75 to get that much more power? You're not going to get that port in the head or anything like that. So that's the cheapest way to go big. Recommended if you wanted to weld it. We do these crazy spines. We don't do those little tiny spines, but you know, on the 79s or the 80s 3.108 or bigger, you could get the spine for another like $275. We mill the top of the block down, and this block right here will stand you the test of time. So we got this one being built out for a guy, balancing the crank. We're doing the receiver groove in the MoFlow head. Crank's out getting balanced now to the 80 millimeter with clearance. The piston, we used a long rod in this, milled the piston down for the lightest rotating assembly. Actually, I forget the exact gram weight, but we were able to take like 70 grams by milling it and clearancing it for the cam. And ended up with a lighter piston than a 2.990. So, yeah, there's a million ways to go with builds. I always go biggest bottom end, and then, you know, with a head to match. On this big stuff, you know, we got the MoFlow heads in with the bigger valves, and we like to cut the receiver grooves in now. So maybe I'll show you this engine when it's done if he wants me to, and yeah, we'll show you how the whole receiver groove thing sits up on the 80 millimeter stuff, the 300cc bottom end stuff, all balanced out with the MoFlow head. I mean, 40 horsepower is an easy number to hit. On gas, untuned, not even really trying, you can get 40 horsepower. Compression ratios, not an issue. Nothing's hard to get. You don't have to do any funny games. Realistically, just the bottom end does all the work. Puts the torque where it needs to. The cams work great. Cams love all that power. Nice welded spine. Be able to hold that cylinder pressure well. The LA sleeves, you know, we run them so thick that, you know, there's absolutely no wall distortion. Best ring seal. You can hold all this power. It's not like let me show you guys the difference of what I'm talking about in this sleeve thickness. Let me see if I have one. All right, so these here are the sleeves. They come a little bit longer, and we cut them down. So that's how thick they are. Let me find a Wiseco sleeve. Oh, got one. So these here are the sleeves we put in the engines, right? That's the difference. This is the starting point for a Wiseco sleeve. And then you got to bore this to 2.990. This basically ID is 2.990 there. You see? It's about the same size, ID. Look at the OD. Alright, so here's like a little thin bit of one that's already been installed and cut off. I mean, you could just see how much extra sleeve, the thickness of that sleeve. That's the power. This thing is like a piece of galvanized drain pipe from your house or something, and this is like a aluminum soda can or something. Garbage, quality. These sleeves cost almost 3 times as much to purchase. Our block price is the same price everybody else has. We put the money into the products so you get a better product. Blocks on the site right now, about 2-week wait. They're going right out. Had some help come in at night to help fill the demand of the cylinder of the blocks. We've got about 250 sleeves in stock, about 150 blocks, and everything is ready to go. We're basically boring blocks 24/7 here. So if you need cranks balanced, anything like that, let us know. We'll get that out to you. And if you want to add a welded spine, stuff like that, you know, this is the time to do it. Build the bottom end. That's where you start everything off. A lot of guys are going billet heads these days. If you got a small block, like a true small block, like a 212, you can't even, there's no point in going a billet head. You know, it's going to be such a lazy port. It's too much CFM. It's like putting too big of a carburetor on your small block Chevy. It's just going to kill the power. It's just too much airflow. There's no velocity in the ports. And people just think bigger ports is better no matter what. And it's absolutely wrong. It's absolutely wrong. And, you know, if you take a cast head and put a billet head on and it makes more power, either 2 things are going on. 1, it's like a 3-inch stroker and it truly needed the air. Or 2, if that happened on a smaller engine, that port job sucked. On a 212, you know, you don't even need a 32 millimeter valve. A 28 valve setup with a 26 millimeter carb and a nice tight port, that's going to give you the most amount of power out of a 212. Welded chamber, you know, that's the only time you would use that. You cannot use a billet head on a 212. Too big of a port. You get something like this, we want to put a billet head on it. This head, this type bottom end, extended groove, billet head. It's the best of the best in the GX200 small block stuff. Granted, there's other engines you can build and stuff like that. You can build a big block, but these small blocks absolutely run the track. And if you're in any type of class where it's got to be a small block, you can't beat bore size. So biggest bore, you know, the right cylinder head, and that's how you make the power. So just bringing you some real shit out there. Paul from Paul's Carts. If you need anything, let me know. 781-492-7358. Text me, please. Emails are a wash. There's about 10,000 of them. We have an office manager, Darby, that's trying to keep up with that stuff. It's almost impossible. If, in fact, you need a build, text me directly at 781-492-7358. You can get these blocks on the site. If you want to add a welded top plate, go into shop services, just add it to the cart. Put the block in the cart, select the bore size you want, go to shop services, add the top spine, and check out. It's just that simple. You don't even need to talk to me, just boom, 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 put it in the cart, check out. And blocks are going right out. So hope you guys like this video, a little bit of knowledge, how to build power, start with the biggest bottom end, and that's how you go forward. Until then, until next time, guys, Paul from Paul's Carts, have a nice day.